The next question we're going to ask is what? And firstly, what are you trying to achieve? The majority of people that I've worked with, those who are currently working through an idea to start something, they're doing so either to raise awareness of an issue that they feel strongly about, to fix a problem in their community, or to do something positive and meaningful in the world. And even though my work focuses on the not-for-profit sector, this also applies to people who are looking at starting a small business or going self-employed for the first time, or even changing their job or career. Because whatever the idea or the plan, there's a reason behind it, that it will make a positive difference in one way or another, either to yourself or to others. It could make a difference to you personally, to your well-being, your income, your status, your self-esteem, to your family life, to your prospects, or to your community. Whether the ideas that you have are big or small, whether they impact just you and your family, or the wider community, or a much bigger percentage of the world, it's helpful to take some time to work out exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve. You may have many different ideas on varying scales, some that are smaller personal goals, and others that could become your main ambition or your life's work. We'll come on to your why a little later on, but for now, start thinking about what it is that you're trying to achieve. This will help you to identify which of your ideas are most likely to get you there, and which are really in line with the goals that matter to you the most. So start with these questions. What are your gifts, talents, and skills? How could you use those gifts, talents, and skills to help others? What do people often ask for your help with? What do you often find yourself offering to help with? What are you really hoping to get out of this idea, project, or change? What is missing now that you're hoping to fill? What is your message to the world? What do you want to say, show, or share? What is your end goal or big dream? And then the second part to this question of what are you trying to achieve is what exactly does that look like? Success means very different things to different people, and it can be measured in many different ways. It can be helpful to have some markers along the way that would tell you that you're on track. You might like to manage the project closely, using figures and data, or you might prefer to take some time out every now and again and review how the whole process is making you feel. When you think about your idea or plan playing out in real life, do you know what that looks and feels like? Can you really visualize yourself going through the process, in the planning, in the day-to-day work, riding the highs and the lows of the experience? If you can first take the ideas that are in your head and get them down on paper into a plan that's really workable, that in itself creates the difference between idea and impact. When you visualize the process of implementing your idea, what do you see? What are the first steps in turning your idea into action? What do you see yourself doing on a day-to-day basis? What will you need to track or measure? How will you describe what you're doing in a way others will understand? What does success look like to you? What does success feel like to you? What are you actually trying to achieve? And your action challenge in this section is to draw a visual representation of your gifts, your talents, and your skills, mapping out how they will lead you towards making a difference that actually matters to you. Then draw out your goal and choose a word that best describes how you'll feel when you get there.